Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Red Sky Alliance Weekly Threat Brief. My name is Matt Widener. I'm a cyber engineer and analyst with Red Sky Alliance. Let's go ahead and get started with the brief today. On the agenda, we're going to briefly discuss recent ransomware trends. We will then go on to cover recent data breaches and cyber attacks from open sources and social media. And then we'll go over 7 days of trending, including the latest APT activities, botnet activity, cloud security, blacklists, and keylogger activity. 2020 has seen ransomware continue to be one of the most serious cyber threats for businesses. Over time, attackers have changed their tactics from mass targeting of consumers to carefully selecting business targets. The first quarter of 2020 has seen the average ransomware payment rise 33% over Q4 2019, up to $111,605. We're seeing this as attackers shift to enterprise-level organizations to extort higher ransoms. However, the number of large organizations still only account for a small number of ransomware victims. Small to medium-sized businesses continue to be the most affected, with the median organization size affected by ransomware being around 60 employees. But these smaller organizations still end up paying a hefty sum, as shown by the median ransomware payment value of $44,021. Professional services organizations tend to be targeted the most, followed by healthcare and public sector organizations, as shown by the recent compromise of Grubman, Shire, Malicious, and Sachs law firm. An increasingly used tactic is to exfiltrate data from the victim and demand ransom under threat of public disclosure. However, it is unknown if this tactic increases victim compliance to pay the ransom. In the public sector, nearly 50% of first quarter 2020 ransomware attacks targeted schools, as a rapid shift to online learning increased their attack service and vulnerability to attack. As ransomware continues to get more sophisticated and new strains emerge, older strains continue to remain active. ESET, the antivirus firm, reported 40.5% of its observed ransomware detections in Q1 2020 resulted from WannaCry or WannaCryptor ransomware, affecting victims of unpatched systems in Thailand, Turkey, and Indonesia. This ransomware strain has been active since early 2017 and has had operating system patches available to prevent infection since shortly after its initial release. On the technical side, ransomware as a service such as Sodinokibi continues to be the most prevalent type of ransomware, likely because of its ease of use by those wanting to launch a ransomware attack. Ryuk ransomware continues to rely on integration with other malware such as TrickBot and Emotet for delivery. The ProLock malware is a human-operated ransomware. Attackers buy access to an already breached organization or breach the organization themselves to spread the ransomware as widely as possible within that organization before activating it. ProLock appears to rely on CACBot infected systems for deployment, but it is unclear if this is because the same group created both or if the ProLock group is paying for access to systems through CACBot. New ransomware strains are evolving to improve their stealthiness as well. Increasingly, ransomware is living off the land or using legitimate tools, such as PowerShell, to remain undetected. NetWalker is one such ransomware that is completely written in PowerShell and never stores itself on disk. This fileless technique enables it to evade detection because there is no malicious file to scan and detect. For more details on NetWalker, check out Red Sky Alliance's May 21st Cyber Intelligence Brief video available on redskyalliance.org. Ragnar Locker ransomware brings a complete virtual environment with it to hide itself. Ragnar Locker installs the Oracle VirtualBox hypervisor, complete with a Windows XP guest operating system, to isolate itself from the infected host and prevent detection. It then activates VirtualBox's file sharing feature to access the infected host's file system and encrypt files. In conclusion, the most prevalent infection vectors for ransomware continue to be phishing emails and inadequately secured remote desktop protocol servers. Knowing this, the best course of action to prevent ransomware infection is strong backup policies of critical data, routine security audits of RDP assets, and security awareness training on phishing threats. In open source news, the hacker group Shiny Hunters is selling user data in underground forums. The newest batch belongs to approximately 8 million users of the Home Chef meal delivery service. At the very least, this data includes names, email addresses, phone numbers, the last 4 digits of customer credit cards, and SHA-512 password hashes. Home Chef says that customer addresses and the frequency of deliveries may also be available as well. They are not reporting technical details on the breach, though. Meal delivery services like Home Chef are more attractive prospects for attack now that they're being utilized by more people affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Shiny Hunters group is allegedly currently selling, or previously sold, over 70 million user records in underground forums from approximately 11 different sources, such as Home Chef, Chatbooks, or Chronicles.com. The asking prices for data is currently between $1,500 and $2,500 per database. A Microsoft Security Intelligence tweet recently announced the discovery of a massive phishing campaign. Phishing emails use an Excel attachment and COVID-19 themed charts to distribute payloads, which may allow attackers to run commands on compromised machines. The campaign started on May 12th, and so far Microsoft has detected hundreds of unique attachments that exploit Excel macros to download and install a legitimate remote access tool named Net Support Manager. Indicators of compromise are available through Microsoft's Azure Sentinel GitHub repository. Recent gray noise activity remains consistent with prior trending. SMB and Telnet-related attacks with Eternal Blue and Mirai detections top the list again this week. Data Communication Business Group tops the malicious ASN list again. And interestingly, the Mobile Communication Company of Iran, PLC, comes in at number 2. And this marks the first time we have seen this organization on the malicious ASN list, which could indicate an increased level of activity among Iranian hacktivist or state-sponsored APT groups. Last week, we recorded approximately 258,000 of the indicators listed above. These collections included our threat recon, keylogger, malicious emails, and sinkhole traffic. The numbers on the slide show the indicators in the respective collections. These indicators are available to paid Red Sky Alliance members weekly, as well as our blacklists, which come in CSV, FortiSIM, and Proofpoint formats. Here we see the APT and Botnet indicators collected in the last 2 weeks. We had 351 unique APT indicators in the past 7 days. You can use your two-factor authentication to log into CTAC to download the APT indicators here. Please contact us on Slack or via email for any assistance. On the right there, you'll see our top sinkhole statistics sorted by malware. Spamhaus botnet activity remains consistent with prior trending as well, with ChinaNet, Bharti Airtel, and VNPT maintaining the top 3 positions. However, Red Sky Alliance data shows number 31 Jin Rong Street in the number 1 position, and Telecom Argentina number 2, with China Unicom number 3. This discrepancy is likely due to our differing network views of botnet activity. In the cloud security front, we see botnet activity consistent with prior trending again. Amazon remains on top with Peak 10, Microsoft, and GoDaddy, and then Alibaba rounding out the top 5. Based on current botnet detections, ONR and SharkTech remain at elevated status, with HE.com again rated at a lower risk this week. We saw a dramatic increase in phishing campaigns impersonating DHL International, a parcel and express mail delivery service, and delivering a wide array of malware strains this week. Target domains include electroputir.ro, a Romanian producer of power generation equipment and services, which we tend to see frequently. Investors.pl, a Polish investment fund management company. Inology.com, a business management software provider located in Spain. Eurostarinc.com, a Connecticut-based European auto parts distributor. and 2 internet service providers, sasag.ch and outlook.com, indicating individuals are being targeted as well. Our blacklists are published weekly. Here you can see some of our keylogger indicators. Last week, we observed 6,577 sinkhole connections from new unique IP addresses and 68 unique email accounts compromised with keyloggers. Please visit redskyalliance.org to inquire for additional support, complete blacklists, red X-ray, and API access. Thank you all for joining us today. Please visit our Red Sky Alliance portal at redskyalliance.org for additional cyber intelligence reporting. And as always, if you have any questions regarding the topics briefed today, please get in touch with Jay McKee at wapaclabs.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you all again on June 10th.